The Little Girl, Part 1. The year was 1980. I was just 4 years old, and we lived in a 2-story apartment in Sampaloc, Manila. Our family, my parents, my siblings, and I all shared one big room. To give my parents some privacy, they'd put up a simple wooden board as a divider. My siblings and I would sleep together on a straw mat on one side of it. The other bedroom had a similar setup for my grandparents and my uncle. Since I was the youngest, I was usually at home with my grandma while everyone else was at school or work. I spent most of my days playing by myself. One afternoon, I was in our room, completely absorbed in my own little world, making a glorious racket with pots and pans. That's when I saw her. Just in my peripheral vision, a flicker of movement. It was a shadowy figure of a girl, peeking at me from behind the wooden divider. I was only 4, so I wasn't scared at all. I looked directly where I saw her, but she quickly ducked back behind the board. Curious, I toddled over to the divider and peered around it. Nothing. Nobody was there. I just shrugged and went back to playing. I knew it was a girl. I'd seen the outline of a skirt. Thinking back on it now, it's strange, but she had the same short haircut as I did and we were about the same height. It was like looking at a shadow of myself. I tried to ignore it and focus on my game. But then, it happened again. She peeked out, a little bolder this time. I could see half of her body. Still, I just ignored her. I didn't know what else to do. This became our strange little routine. I'd be playing, and I'd catch her in the corner of my eye, just watching me, always in the bedroom. It got to the point where I just got used to my little shadow companion. Her presence was just a normal part of my playtime. This went on for a while. I never told anyone. Who would I tell? And what would I even say? The shadow girl is watching me play pots and pans again. It just felt normal. But that feeling of normalcy was about to be shattered completely. The holidays were approaching. You could feel that Christmas buzz in the air. My older brother was home, and for a change, we decided to play together. He was really excited about a new cassette tape he had, a Ray Conniff Christmas album. He popped it into the player, and the room was filled with festive music. We were jumping up and down on our parents' bed, holding hands, laughing, and just being silly kids high on Christmas spirit. Then, abruptly, he stopped. The sudden halt broke our rhythm, and I almost stumbled. "Why'd you stop?" I asked, a little annoyed. He was staring intently at the wooden divider, his eyes wide. He whispered, I thought I saw someone peeking at us." Without even thinking, I replied casually, "Oh, the little girl?" The look on his face shifted instantly from confusion to shock. "Yes," he said, his voice barely audible. "You've seen her too?" I nodded. "Yeah, I see her almost every day when I'm playing in here." I even added, "She was here the other day when Dad was taking a nap and I was playing." I thought I was just sharing a little secret, but I was not prepared for his reaction. He looked back at the divider, and his face went pale. A genuine raw fear took over him. With a sudden gasp, he grabbed a blanket from the bed, threw it over his head, and dove under it. He then frantically pulled me down with him. We were huddled together in the dark, the cheerful Christmas music now sounding muffled and eerie. "She's there," he stammered, his voice trembling. "She's watching us right now." It was in that moment, under that blanket, feeling my brother shake with fear, that the reality of the situation finally hit me. This wasn't a game. This wasn't a playmate. This was something to be scared of. My brother's terror was contagious, and for the first time I felt a cold dread wash over me. "Call her name," he hissed. "Call for Ati." "Shout as loud as you can." Ati means older sister in Tagalog. So I did. I screamed her name over and over again, my small voice filled with a panic I didn't understand just moments before. Seconds later, our older sister burst into the room, looking alarmed. My brother scrambled out from under the blanket and ran past her, out of the bedroom without a single word. She saw me, still huddled on the bed, and scooped me up into her arms. "What's going on? What happened?" she asked, carrying me downstairs. I just told her we got scared. That's all I could manage. She probably thought it was just a silly kid's game gone wrong. How could we explain the truth? We didn't have the words. After that day, the feeling in that room changed forever. The innocent playtime was over, replaced by a lingering fear of who or what was watching from behind the divider. It makes one wonder, what do children see that we adults have learned to ignore? The world is full of strange things, and sometimes they're just peeking at you from your own bedroom. Thanks a ton for listening to my story. It's something that has stayed with me my entire life. What do you think about it? Have you ever experienced anything like this? Share your thoughts in the comments below, or shoot me an email if you'd like. We can share your story here as well. And hey, if you enjoyed this, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more strange stories coming your way. Stay safe and keep your eyes open. You'll never know what you might see.